Wada Yahweh Bashim Yahusha, so Wada Yahweh Bashim Yahusha. Yep, there you go. Captain Cave boy, strikes again. These devils are done. Oh yeah, they are done.
The Chico community is reeling after a deadly shooting at a library in what police say was an attempt at a massacre. The accused gunman is a teenager who just graduated from high school 18 days ago, and now he's accused of murder. Good afternoon, I'm Kristen Z. And I'm Karina Nova. We begin with that deadly shooting at a public library in Chico. Authorities say the teenage suspect wanted to commit a Columbine-style attack. ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Melendez is live in the newsroom with the update. Leanne.
Yeah, Karina. Investigators say the suspect who is under arrest was wearing distinctive clothing like that of the killer in the 1999 Columbine High School massacre. Now, newly released video shows the takedown of 18-year-old Bradley Scott Sayer of Chico. Police say they had him in custody just 4 minutes after the initial 911 call, which came in after 5 o'clock yesterday. Authorities say Sayer fired 8 rounds with a shotgun and then ran out the back of the library where they captured him. 2 men were killed, ages 74 and 46. 1 child suffered a minor injury. Investigators say Sayer did not know the victims. They believe he acted alone over his Columbine obsession.
The suspect was a fan and a fan for some time of social media involving Columbine-type shootings, the school shootings, and had unfortunately made a deep dive into that social media community and obviously lost his way.
He wore a white t-shirt, and a white t-shirt he wrote with black handwritten marker, natural selection. Now, this natural selection, we believe, is a reference to Eric Harris, who was a Columbine shooter, who also had a white t-shirt where it says natural selection.
See? This devil always doing old dumbass crap. Something serious, this dumb devil put on a damn commercial.
Where it says natural selection. Now, this natural selection, we believe, is a reference to Eric Harris, who was a Columbine shooter, who also had a white t-shirt where it says natural selection.
And police found 2 other guns in Sayer's car. He's scheduled to make his first court appearance on Thursday. The Butte County District Attorney plans to charge Sayer with 2 counts of first-degree murder. And police say there's no ongoing threat to the public. All Butte County libraries are closed today, but are scheduled to reopen tomorrow. Live in the newsroom, Leanne Melendez, ABC.
In the words of that great philosopher from Yonkers, New York, DMX, here we go again. Same old, just a different day. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High. And yet another young white boy has expressed his desire for mass violence, this time in Butte County, Chico, California, where he wanted to do a Columbine-style massacre at this public library. And they talked about how he fantasized about Columbine. Now, if you're not familiar with Columbine, that is when 2 boys went and shot up a whole school. It was one of the most polarizing events that I can remember back when school shootings started to become prevalent. But they say that he mocked them, he wanted to be like them, and he wanted to perform an act to, I guess, manifest his desire to be like them. But nevertheless, if you listen to how they described him in the video, well, yeah, this is a 18-year-old Brian Sayer who had just graduated from high school. Like, they're trying to already paint a sympathetic narrative to him. And if you listen to that police spokesperson talk about him, yeah, well, he expressed a desire to, he was very fascinated and obsessed with the Columbine massacre, and he took a deep dive into that that social media space, and he just lost his way. Like, when have you ever heard them talk about anybody else who committed a senseless act of violence like that? That is why, once again, we have to be careful when we watch these media stories, because they will play on your psychological mindset when distinguishing between certain acts of violence. It has been well documented. I can pull up proof how they say white mass shooters and white killers and white perpetrators of violence are portrayed in a more sympathetic fashion in the media, while perpetrators of other arrests are condemned, violent, evil, criminal, dregs of society, menace to society. None of that was mentioned in this article. You would think that this Brandon Sayer guy just, won Best Actor in the high school play by listening to these guys, but yet he scoped out the library. That means he premeditated. He went in, came back out, grabbed a shotgun, and then went in there and shot, 2 men. And those men were elderly. Now, as well, he had 2 more guns in the car. Now, what I don't understand, if he fired 8 rounds and police got there 4 minutes after the shooting and saw him running out the back door, no doubt he was most likely running with that gun. And so it is unbeknownst to me, it baffles me, I'm dumbfounded how he didn't get shot. He gets taken alive, and if you see, there's only one officer there. So that officer didn't fear for his life when encountering this white suspect who just shot people in the library. This, my friends, is the difference between how things are handled. This guy, once again, had clothing that mimicked the killers from 30 or so years ago. So he was definitely predetermined. He was definitely had his mind made up about what he was going to do. But unlike them, of course, they unalived themselves. But he was able to walk out scot-free with one police officer in tow. I don't know how in the world that happened. But once again, this is the world we live in, where white violence is treated as someone who's just lost his way. He just graduated from high school, and his girlfriend broke up with him. His father is saying, we had no clue. I'm just waiting on the mental health assessment. And, the loner, depressed, white boy who just couldn't find his way. He just picked up a gun, and that is the name. Just go back and watch that news video and see how gently they treated this potential man. So let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for liking, watching, sharing, subscribing, and hyping the video. If you have not subscribed, please do so. It costs you nothing, but it allows these videos to be more prevalent in the internet space. As always, I pray you have peace and blessings. And as the scripture says, all things.
See? Oh, yeah. You devils are done. They trying, you know what I'm saying? They taking each other out. It's a wrap, big baby. Ooh, yeah. Because you devils are done. Psalms. Let me see. Where we at? Psalms 137:3. They that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. Yeah, well, you singing the song of crying all the time now, because your time is up, devils. That's right. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundations thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that reward thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. That's right, devil. Your time is up. Your time is up. Oh yeah. Crying. Cry like an ego. Smell like Spigo. We go. It's a wrap for you, devil. Come on, come on, come on. Where we at? Let me see. We're going to go to the book of Revelations. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. Mm-hmm. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. That's against this devil, this physical devil you see today, this pale face. Yeah, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. That's right. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about the war planes. That's right. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels. The dragon's angels, the pale-faced cracker's angels, Edomite, his angels are the doo-doo heads that's flying the fighter jets. Those are his angels. Okay? Michael's angels are the brothers from heaven. Okay? Okay? The host of heaven. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So Michael's from heaven, and this devil's from here. That's right. And you're done, devil. 12. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, you know, the pale face. Who's that devil again? This one right here. Against the red dragon. The red dragon. That's that devil. Who's that devil? The pale face Edomite. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Because he knoweth that he have but a short time. That's right. So Michael and his angels from heaven, the host of heavens, fighting against this devil, which means Yahweh Shai is leading the pack of goodness, leading the pack of righteousness, leading the armies of heaven, leading the armies of heaven against this pale dragon, this physical counterpart of the spiritual Satan himself, walking the earth right now. To me, hey, bud, how you doing? My name is Bob. Him, that's the devil. On to the next one, wall, a ball, ball.